Hello, friends, and welcome back to our homestead. We just came home from church, made lunch. We're going to eat quickly, and we have to go outside, take care of the backyard animals. I feel like today I want to talk to you about something very important, something that I have been promoting and encouraging people to do for a long time. But I think this particular year is going to be extra important to do so. So let me feed my family. I'm going to go outside, feed my animals, and I'll talk to you then. This looks delicious. A little fresh salad. It's going to be awesome. Hi, sweets. Hi, little sweets. Hi, Mama. You good girl. You a good girl. All right, let's go see. Hey, Yo-Yo, how are you, honey? You just chilling in the sun? Yeah, you chilling in the sun. You're a good girl. You're a good girl, Yo-Yo. You're a good mama. Hey, there she is. Hi, sweets. Where's your baby? Where's your baby? Hi, honey. Oh, well, I have to go. Look how sweet he is in the corner over there. Look at him. Oh, little baby. Little sweet baby. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I love you so much. Let's take the bottle. Oh, let's take the bottle. Yeah, Mama, you should get up too. Let's go in the sun. Give you some vitamin D. Okay, come on. Come on, Nibbles. Move it, honey. Move it. We have baby to feed. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You sweet little guy. Yeah, you sweet little guy. You see the bottle? See the bottle? Are you ready? Are you ready? Come on. Go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He hasn't taken in yet. Oh, there it comes. There it comes. Why do you always slide? He always slides down. Oh, you sweet little guy. You sweet little guy. And all your cousins are coming to say hi. Don't nibble on him. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Is he still going? Oh, there's Mama. Hi, Mama. Come on up. Come on up. Oh, this little guy. You sweet little boy. Come on. Don't nibble on him. He's so sweet. So sweet. You sweet little guy. Oh, sweet little man. Yes, you are sweet little baby. Sweet little baby. You want молочко too? Ты хочешь молочко too? Buddy. Wow. You're going for it, huh? There's 9 ounces in here. I guess he was hungry. I guess he was hungry. Yes, hi, Mama. Come on up. The animals are fed and watered, and the baby had his bottle. So I'm in a greenhouse because it's so windy outside, but I would like to talk to you about the importance of having your own garden, about the importance of growing your food to feed your family. You probably have heard of victory gardens, right? Back in beginning of the 20th century, World War I and II, there were promotions for growing your own food, and they called them the victory gardens. It was done in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, and that was to focus the agricultural production more towards the efforts to support the war and for the public to rely more on their own food. So, this is not a political post, so I don't want you to take it as a warning of fear or any kind of anxiety. No, this is a conversation between friends. And this is what I would advise my friends. Please reevaluate why you are not growing a vegetable garden this year and think about why you should. So, you probably have heard about the conflict in Iran right now. And because so much is being transported by the ships. I'm talking about the oil tankers, I'm talking about the cargo ships, and so much of it is being passed through one particular place. It's called Strait of the Hormuz, and it's been blocked off. It's being blocked off because it is controlled by the Iranian government right now. So yes, some ships are able to pass, maybe not through the center, but some around, but the majority is being held back. So the transportation of fuel, transportation of fertilizer to grow the food, or even the transportation of goods is being majorly affected. So somebody's going to say, well, Lilia, that majority of that transportation affects the European countries, but there's always a trickle down to the US and Canada as well. Always. So let's review. About 25 to 30%, roughly speaking, of food is being imported to the United States from other countries. So the food import is going to be affected. Food is being imported using some sort of fuel, right? So I don't know if you have seen the prices recently, but these prices resemble what we've seen a few years back, and these prices are not fun. So yes, I filled up my car tank this morning, and it was not fun to pay that much money. And is if you know that when the price of gasoline goes up, the price of food goes up at the same time. And very often it never comes down, even when the prices of the fuel comes down. The prices on the food stay up. So again, this is just my conversation with my friends. This is not to spread your fear. This is not to say you're wrong for not growing food. I just want to encourage you to reevaluate and decide for yourselves, okay? So 25 to 30% of food is being imported, 30 or more percent of fertilizer that's being used to grow commercial foods in our countries also imported from other countries. And majority of fertilizer is produced in China. And if that cannot be brought here, now you can imagine what's going to happen with the production of food. Now, I am not economical expert of any kind. I'm a nurse, I'm a homesteader, I'm a mom, and my job is to make sure that there is healthy food on a table. So going back to the early 20th century, when the victory gardens were encouraged, people were encouraged to grow food for themselves that was nutrient dense. Yes, I understand a little salad on your plate is fun. A little cucumber will bring little minerals. It's fun. But is it nutrient dense? So when many people think about growing their gardens, they often grow a couple of tomatoes, little cucumbers, maybe one zucchini bush. So those foods are fun, fresh. I will agree. And it will substitute your grocery bill. I'll agree. However, is it something that you can store over the winter months to feed your family past the growing season? So I propose to you of thinking what your family likes to eat off the growing season and grow those foods. I'm speaking of potatoes. I'm speaking of carrots and beets and beans, green beans and dry beans. I'm talking about turnips. I'm talking about winter squashes, sweet potatoes, Jerusalem artichokes, those foods that are nutrient dense, they can feed your family when the food prices may be going up, okay? Because you all saw what happened in 2020, okay? The fuel prices went up, the distribution was halted, the grocery store shelves were empty. I witnessed it myself. Many stores placed limits of how much food you can buy per person. I don't want to do those things again. So having food grown in your own backyard or even your front yard. So think about switching your flower beds into vegetable beds, okay? Sprinkle little flowers in the middle to attract those pollinators, okay? But growing food to feed your family in a time when food prices will be going up is very important. So Even though I really dislike the phrase self-reliance or self-sufficiency, because we're really truly not ever self-sufficient, and relying on ourselves is being foolish. We always need help from others. But having a little food in your backyard will do you a lot of good. Teaching your kids, get them involved, grow food together, start seeds together, go pulling out weeds together. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk to you today. My friends, I would like to invite you to write in a comment box. What do you like to grow? What things are you thinking about growing this particular season? It's not too late to start a garden. The spring is just beginning. So for my growing zone 6A, I have my wheels turning, things that I can be growing in my garden, things I can grow a lot or little. Eat it fresh, preserve by freezing, by canning, by freeze drying, something that I can feed my family all year round. Nutrient dense, God made wholesome foods. So I invite you to do the same. I want to have a conversation. Please leave a message in a box below. What are you going to be growing? Why are you growing? Or why are you not growing? And how can we encourage each other? So, on this note, friends, I hope you are encouraged and try something new.